And 20 years ago this week, 2 Gwinnett County arms vets were among thousands of U.S. military personnel invading Iraq.
Today, they are dealing with some of the fallout from that war and the mental health toll on the troops who fought in it. 11 Alive's Doug Richards joins us now live in the studio to show us what they're doing about it.
Well, military service can certainly build character. It can also fray the nerves, mess with the mind, and create challenges for some individuals that last for decades. When the U.S. invaded Iraq, 22-year-old Army Specialist Johnny Grimes was part of it.
I am Specialist Johnny Grimes.
That was 20 years ago.
I did all 4 of my tours in Iraq.
Grimes served in the Army 9 years. He came home, moved to Alaska, and his life came apart.
I got on meth and just started losing everything, man. Yeah, so I done lost my house, my truck, my snow machines, my motorcycles, done lost it all.
He was living inside a storage unit when he called his old Army friend Brandon Watts.
Specialist Johnny Grimes and just promoted PFC.
Yes, Sergeant.
Brandon Watts.
Watts was also part of the invasion. His transition to civilian life was also tough.
Between my tours, I struggled a lot with alcohol, drugs, partying, divorces, the life, trying to replicate Iraq, living crazy without a care.
Watts said he turned his life around while living in Kuwait as a military contractor. There, he says he saw human trafficking, found ways to undermine it, and then had a revelation.
I woke up and I said, "You're right. We got a lot of comrades out here that are suffering and struggling, that are losing everything, and who's going to help them? The VA? And why is it everybody else's responsibility?"
Watts formed a nonprofit in the Walton County town of Monroe called Operation Rally Point.
We need to remove them from that environment, give them a new lease and a new opportunity in life.
It helps homeless veterans turn their lives around. It leases a handful of modest apartments in town.
Time I was sleeping in the airport.
Occupied temporarily by once homeless veterans like Lonnie Streeter.
It's for me just to get myself back mentally in shape and try to help the next man out.
From the military, young people learn skills and discipline. They also get fed, get housing, get a paycheck. When they leave, they have to learn independence. When they can't, some end up on the street. Watts says many sleep in their cars, hold nominal jobs, but struggle to find stability.
I get a front row seat to people rebuilding their lives.
Brandon Watts says the transition can be jarring, as he and Johnny Grimes learned firsthand.
Brandon saved my life.
Johnny Grimes now works with Brandon Watts at Operation Rally Point, easy to find on the internet or from a link in this story on 11alive.com. Coming up at 6, we have a rare behind-the-scenes look at the invasion of Iraq, which took place 20 years ago this weekend.